You know, Montana is a place that has always been special to me ever since the first time I went there. It makes you feel like you're a kid for some reason, man, like all these old Western movies you've only seen and things that you've only dreamed about. The first time you get to Montana, you know, it all kind of rushes at you and it's just this huge grandeur. I mean, they call it the Big Sky State for a reason. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. And if you want to slam a whitetail buck, your chances in Montana are pretty daggone good.
Got out of the deer stand in Illinois yesterday and drove all night. And now we're here in the Badlands. Usually we go early season when it's 90 degrees out. So it's cold, might even snow on us while we're out
here. I'm good. How you, Josh? How's it going, buddy?
When we got to Montana, the weather was moving in. They were calling for blizzards. The rut was in full effect. This week is unlike any other hunt that I've ever been on. Physically, emotionally, it was sensory overload.
I've run hunts here 25 years and I've never seen a blizzard this bad.
Don't let the tears fool you, man. I'm a tooth chipper, but...
The TV show's not gonna do it justice, but just hang with us and you might get just a glimpse of one of the best hunts of my entire life. Well, the curse of the first day followed us from Josh's stand in Illinois to Montana because on the very first day we got in a tree and here comes a buck that I really wanted to shoot.
There he is in the gap right there.
Well, I knew this buck was a shooter right off the bat just based on his age, but I also have been hunting in this part of Montana for the last 2 years and I know for a fact that there are some 160s and 170s running around.
What do you think? Too small, what do you think?
Once I decided to go ahead and shoot this buck, he had already made up his mind that he didn't want to be shot.
I should have killed that deer.
He got a hall pass. I don't know how. I mean...
You know, sometimes you think you learn your lesson, but sometimes you gotta learn it twice. Same thing happened to Josh first day in Illinois. But if that deer shows his face or his rack or his vitals again, he's gonna get shot. I messed up. That's the main point of my presentation. This is our second morning, and we don't have a real good morning stand. That's our job today after we get down, is to go hang 2 more sets of stands, so we have some options. We found a real good spot, so we definitely are gonna make a move, but hopefully we can get something to stroll through here and pose real pretty for the camera and get shot through both lungs, because that's our goal. We don't care if it's a doe. It's getting cold, it'll snow tomorrow. I hadn't killed a deer in a while, but you gotta stay positive, you gotta be happy. It ain't gonna help you get all down, so we're gonna kill a deer today. I can feel it. He's making a scrape. I don't think he saw us. I see he's a big buck. He's got a big body. I can't see his head. That's the buck from the other day. Why didn't we move the stand, man? That stand, if we'd have moved the stand where we knew we should have, that deer's a dead deer. He walked dead downwind, didn't even pay us attention, man. I want him now, man. After passing him on the first day and rattling him in, I want to kill this buck really bad. Just to pass on by. We're in a real good spot, according to the sign, and we've seen a real good buck. I say he's real good. He's the kind you need to shoot. He's an old buck. He's an 8-point with some junk, but I'd love to shoot him. I'd actually love to be in a different stand tonight, but the wind is terrible. I'd like to see one right here. she ducked.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with an anchor shot. You know where she is. No blood trail required.
We'll go ahead and put another one in her, but she ducked out of this world. Just shot a doe. Put a finishing shot on her. I'm gonna get down right now and go put my hands on her. We had too many does walk by us today to let one slide, so this farmer is tilling up this field out here, so he actually scared all the deer back. So I don't think we're gonna mess anything up too bad. We can probably drive right up to this doe. You see my arrow sticking up right there. That thing right there was going right there. She's quartering away just a little bit, but I'm telling you what, these deer came in like cagey. They were all scared because that farmer pushed them back in the field, so when I shot, she jumped. She didn't jump fast enough to get out of the way of the Hoyt, I can tell you that. Josh and I came in and hung this spot for a morning sit. It's kind of a good all-day spot where the deer just run around, chase. It's the middle of the rut, so we already had one little buck come by chasing the doe and grunting. But it's getting down to the wires. It's gonna be like -2 degrees in a couple days. And a huge blizzard is set to hit. I mean, we're a couple old Virginia boys. We don't like it cold stuff. At least I don't. I'm trying to remain positive this season, but it's the worst run of bad luck that I think I've ever had in my entire life.
You know, this thicket is a great spot. It's right in a bedding area where you know bucks are gonna be chasing does all day long. Shortly after I hit the horns together, I saw a buck coming. The buck that came in was the same buck that I passed on the very first day, but he wasn't alone.
Bigger buck. Bigger buck. Yeah. Took a lot out of me. Giant buck. And when he first came out, I couldn't shoot him because he was quartering to me. I couldn't get my pins on him and stay at full draw. My elbow was in the tree because of the way the tree's leaning like this. But it's the only tree we had for this trail. It's an amazing spot right here. I don't know what to feel like. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. That was my chance. I blew it.
If I could have roundhoused myself in the back of the head right then, I would have. This might seem like a cheesy segue into an infomercial. If you watched our show for any length of time, you know that that's not what we're all about. But when I started using the black rack there in Montana, what happened after that was extraordinary.
Well, it's the last evening before the bad weather hits. So we gotta go back in here and try to get it done tonight because us Virginia boys don't fare very well in -2 degrees. We got on some great big old giant old deer today. We're going back to the same spot. We're rattling them in. I mean, just it's crazy right now in Montana. Two of them.
When I close my eyes, it's a light shining, and it's shining so bright. I'm in the shadow of your snow white wings. This must be heavenly. I stumbled in. I stumbled in.
It's with that
I stumbled in.
Come in thought that sucker was coming in for sure, man. He had that look in his eyes like, I'm coming in no matter what. I couldn't get a shot because I'm a poor tree trimmer, I guess. I should have trimmed the tree a little better.
Any better? You can knock me down with a feather. Cut me in half with a blade of grass. This must be heavenly. I hope it lasts.
That's insane. That's the 7th buck we've rattled up out of this one stand. Unbelievable.
Well, I don't mind the neon and the smoke and your
Craziest thing about this whole deal is we were rattling them into bow range, and I couldn't get them shot. I mean, it was fluke stuff. Like they just where they would stop would be one tree over their vitals, or they'd be quartering to me, or. This season has just punched us in the mouth.
We're back in the spot where we rattled all the bucks in. A blizzard has come through, or actually it's about to come through. This is just the first little bit of dust and the snow. It's 16 degrees out here right now. I think tonight they're gonna be keying hardcore on the food sources out there in the field, so we may just hang a set next to the tilled under sugar beets or the cut alfalfa. But for right now, we're in the rattling spot. We're in the rattle trap with the black rack.
You give me chill when you sing so sweet. You make me feel it.
But tell you this way, I've never been in a place where you can use a call, and the hardest part about getting everything to work is putting the call away fast enough to get a shot at the deer that runs right to your tree. It's amazing.
I stumbled in.
Running in.
Bat.
Oh, damn it. Come on, man. How many bucks can you rattle in without getting a shot? If he'd have just paused for a split second in that 50-yard lane over there, I'd had him. I thought that was it again.
You know, it was hard to leave the rattle trap, but the fact of the matter is the temperature was dropping to such an extreme that these deer were gonna have to eat or they were gonna die.
It's done set in on us a little bit in Montana. We got out here a little bit late. It was raining, freezing rain. We're set up on the turned under sugar beet field. It is our second to last day in Montana. We gotta get it done. And now we gotta cover the camera up before it gets ruined. Yeah, we gotta get one, man. We've been having some rotten luck, so I screwed up a couple times, made a couple rookie mistakes, and we've been right in the right spot on the deer, but we gotta get it done now. Here we go. We're gonna get it done tonight.
So just like an epic ending to a movie, we set up in the stand, the blizzard is hitting, it's nasty weather, the deer start moving, and who do I see?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
How much bad luck can you have, dude? She got down there. This deer came up under right when I needed to draw for the shooting lane. I hit that freaking limb, but I think I still got in there and got him. Right there he is, baby. Yes, sir. Give me some, John. Oh, thank you for hanging in there with me, man. Man.
Sometimes you gotta take a step back and get a little.
If these look like tears in my eyes, hey, don't let the tears fool you, man. I'm a tooth chipper, but I think that was a line from an Eddie Murphy movie. I've never wanted to kill a deer, ladies and gentlemen, in my life so bad. We've had so many close calls. We've rattled in the bucks of people's lifetimes, and I'm about to go freaking bear hug this one right here. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, buddy. I needed that. I needed that, big boy. You have no idea how much we needed that. Let me let you get a look at this big old Montana sugar beet freak right there.
Words can't really describe the amount of weight that just got lifted off of my shoulders. I've never had a single release of the arrow do so much good for my soul. We had been met with such adversity throughout this whole entire season, it felt like there was no end in sight.
It's like the harder it was to get here, the bigger and better feeling that this is right now. I mean, there is no bigger high, you know, than this right here. There's nothing.
We had been on the road for 30 some odd days without a buck kill. And when you do this thing for a living, man, it can get stressful. You got to keep it in perspective and listen to what the good Lord's telling you. And, you know, eventually success will come. And that's what we found out on this trip.
Because I know for a fact I've learned more lessons this week than I have in a long time. And you're never too old to learn them, so. And this buck learned a valuable lesson. Not to walk near the Red Arrow crew when the Hoyt is in somebody's hands, because you go down, baby. Let's get him out of here, man. I'm tired of talking. Man, y'all ain't listening. These old back straps is what y'all missing.
I came away from this hunt with a lot more than some good back straps and a good set of antlers.
Smells good in here, man.
Hey, tell me some stories.
We got the 9-pointer.
The one you've been passing all this week.
Yes, sir, man. We got the stud, the old deer.
I mean, you found him
Oh, yeah, he's
in the truck.
Yeah.
I've run hunts here 25 years and I've never seen a blizzard this bad.
I'm telling you, I was getting a little nervous.
We're not flying tomorrow.
No, I bet y'all are.
Airport's closed.
I
We
went
got Crown. We'll just sit here by the heater.